Welcome back to another thrilling recap of Wheel of Fortune. We're diving into the full episode from November 25th, 2017. What a night it was. Let's meet our contestants who brought their agam to the studio. First up, we had Mark, a high school history teacher from Chicago with a passion for Civil War reenactments. Next to him was Sarah, a vibrant yoga instructor from sunny San Diego, who told Pat she wanted to win enough to open her own beachfront studio. And finally, we had Brenda, a retired grandmother of 7 from Austin, Texas, whose energy was absolutely contagious. She said her grandkids were her good luck charms. The first toss-up puzzle was under the category, "What are you doing?" The letters started popping up. And it was Sarah who buzzed in lightning fast with planning a surprise party. Just like that. She banked her first $1,000 and got control of the wheel. What a start. Here at the first round, the category was food and drink. The puzzle board was set, and Sarah gave the wheel her first spin. She landed on a cool $500 and called for a Teavana revealed 3 of them. Sarah was on a roll. She bought an E, then an A. But her next spin was a heartbreaker. It landed on bankrupt right next to the big $1,000 wedge. All her early winnings vanished in an instant. Mark took his turn, calling an N and an S, and started building his own bank. Brenda, however, couldn't seem to get in. Landing on lose a turn, Mark kept spinning, calling a G, and buying an I. With the puzzle looking clearer, he decided to solve. Freshly squeezed grapefruit juice. That was it, Mark pocketed. A nice sum, and also won a trip to the Bahamas. Not bad for his first round. The second toss-up puzzle, living thing, went to Brenda. She was so quick on the buzzer with Grizzly Bear, earning $2,000 and the chance to start the next round. The energy in the studio was electric. Okay, the category for the jackpot round was before and after. This is always a fun one, where 2 phrases are linked by a common word. Brenda started strong, calling a D and an R. She then decided to buy a vowel, an O, revealing a few on the board. The puzzle was tricky. She spun again and landed on the mystery wedge. Pat asked the big question. Flip it or take the money? Brenda, ever the risk-taker, decided to go for it. She called an L. There were 2 L's. Pat flipped the wedge, and it was $10,000. The crowd went wild. Brenda was shaking with excitement. After a few more letters, she solved it. Silent Night Shift. An incredible solve that put her in a commanding lead. Next up was the prize puzzle round, and the category was phrase. This is the round everyone wants to win because of that amazing trip. Mark, trailing a bit, started the round. He was playing cautiously, calling common consonants like T and N. Sarah, managed to get a turn and put some money on her board with a couple of H. The puzzle was a real head-scratcher. It came back to Mark, who took a big risk and spun the wheel. Landing on the express wedge, he called a C and decided to hop on the express train. This was his chance to catch up. He called letter after letter, G, P, B, and bought the remaining vowels. The board was almost full. With seconds to spare, he solved it. You can't beat this feeling, and he was right. Not only did he bank the cash, but he also won a spectacular trip to Hawaii. The game was suddenly neck and neck between him and Brenda. We moved into the final toss-up before the bonus round. The category was on the map. The letters filled in one by one. It was Sarah, who hadn't had the best luck, who buzzed in with the city of Boston. She added $3,000 to her total, which meant she wouldn't be leaving empty-handed. It's always great to see every contestant win something. With the final bell, it was time to tally the scores. Despite Mark's incredible comeback, Brenda's massive win in the before and after round kept her on top. She was our big winner for the day, heading to the bonus round with an impressive total. Mark and Sarah were fantastic sports, and they both walked away with cash and prizes. Now for the grand finale, the bonus round. Brenda stood beside Pat, looking both nervous and excited. She spun the small bonus wheel and landed on the G in grand. The category was Thing, a classic, but it can be tough. The standard letters are S, T, L, N, and E were revealed. The puzzle was a 10-letter word and only an E appeared on the board. It looked like this: blank, 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 E, blank, 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 blank. Brenda decided on her letters, C, M, D, and A, a good mix. The C and A appeared, giving her a little more to work with. The puzzle now showed C, blank, A, blank, E, blank, 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 blank. The 10-second timer started. Brenda stared intently. She murmured a few guesses under her breath. Cakewalk? Cascade? The seconds ticked away. Time's up, Pat said gently. The answer was casework. A tough one, for sure. Pat opened the envelope to reveal what she could have won. It was $100,000. A collective gasp went through the audience. It was a tough break for Brenda, but she was still all smiles. She had an amazing game, won a fantastic amount of cash, and gave it her all. What an episode, full of ups, downs, and incredible moments. Congratulations again to Brenda, and a huge round of applause for Mark and Sarah for playing a great game. That's all for this recap. What was your favorite moment from the show? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Wheel of Fortune recaps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.